I've been about 22 hours fasted. Again, had a quick chest workout because it's getting kind of late and I wanted to come home and cook this chicken adobo, so stay tuned.
Gangsta Brazil.
That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. That is my dog for sure. That is my dog. Me and my dog. We get them 2 in a row. Me and my dog. We get them 2 in a row. They just keep on calling.
Had a really good chest workout, you know, focusing on contraction and going slow and using mind-muscle connection. Because honestly, that's all I got. Every time I load the weight a little bit too much, I feel some uncomfort in my joint, my shoulder joint. So, you know, it's not worth it. And I still got a great pump from it. But yeah, guys, chicken adobo, that has skin on it and the bone in. We want the bone and the skin in for extra flavor. This was a request from a subscriber of mine left in the comments. So if you guys have any ideas, definitely leave something in the comment. I will get to it eventually. One of his questions was like, hey, I want to eat chicken and I want to eat good pieces of chicken, but chicken meat such as wings, drumsticks, and then chicken thighs, what we're using today, it has skin, and he thinks that the high fat content is going to be detrimental to his gains. Well, yeah, he's right that the fat content is high, but I want to go over how fat doesn't necessarily get you fat. What sugar does is it's actually your main enemy with insulin, because when you eat sugar, your insulin raises the most. On the glycemic chart, anything with high sugar content or corn fructose syrup, that's going to shoot your insulin up. And what is the role of insulin? It is to tell your body to store fat or partition nutrients such as protein, carbs, and fat. And then the excess that you don't use will be stored as fat. So in essence, fat actually keeps you lean. So that's why people use a ketogenic diet where it's basically all fat and a little bit of protein. What this does is it keeps the insulin really low, keeping you in that range so your body's more likely to utilize the fat on your body, resulting in burning of your fat. If you've got a sweet tooth and you're always snacking on candy, candy is going to raise your insulin all day, every day. And if you're snacking on that and continuously grazing, your body's never going to have a chance to even get to the fat. The best way to get lean is to have a high-fat diet with almost completely no carbs, and then the sufficient protein amount, which could be 150 to 200 grams, depending on what kind of person you are and how heavy you are. It's important not to eat too much protein because the body can only digest so much protein at a time. So if you're eating over 200 grams of protein, that's not going to help. You know, even though it's not sugar, exactly, it's going to raise your insulin because it's going to be metabolized into sugar because your body cannot utilize the protein. So that's why it's good to just have 130 grams to 150 grams of protein. That's what I go for, guys. That's, in my opinion, that's more than enough. But yeah, let me show you guys what I'm working with. We got the chicken thighs marinating in soy sauce and cane vinegar. We're going to dice up some green onions. We're going to use kosher salt, white pepper, black pepper for the egg fried rice, and then 2 eggs, of course. And then we're gonna dice up some onions that I have left over and some garlic. We're gonna brown the chicken thighs with those on it. By the way, this has been marinating for about 3 hours now. Whenever I get a chance, I am flipping it so they marinate evenly. Guys, the objective today is to make a really fast meal because it is getting late. Although it did take some time to prepare because it does take 2 to 3 hours to marinate the meat. Check out what I got. Got a garlic press. It's the first time using one of these things. Let's just jam it full with garlic. That was fun. Run through it one more time. Damn, that actually works pretty well. Alright, so I got my non-stick pan. We're just gonna put it on top of this rack in the NuWave. I'm gonna use a little bit of canola oil. I'm gonna save some garlic for the fried rice. Get the oil distributed evenly. Skin side up. We're gonna save the sauce, and then halfway through we're gonna dump it in here and let the sauce reduce. Let's just pop this in and we'll get right to the rice. Got it going for 15 minutes. Green onions washed up. Just gonna dice these up for the rice and as a garnish for the chicken adobo. So let's dice it up. You know, we're not gonna use all this. We're gonna save some for later, just throw them in the freezer so they do not age. So it's been about 8 minutes. Skin is browning, especially in the one in the middle. All right guys, let's make this fried rice. So we're gonna turn the heat on medium high, put some canola oil in there. Got this dried out rice. I cooked it today about 4 hours ago and let it sit out and mixed it all up so the water could evaporate. You don't want moist, fresh rice. Oh yeah, check that out, y'all. I'm just going to put some green onions in there. Throw that marinade in there. And we're just gonna flip all of them. Gonna cook it for 10 minutes on this side and then flip it one more time. Cook it for another 10 minutes so the skin crisps up again. Put that canola oil in there. Let this garlic brown. Green onion. Put some white pepper in there. This is that secret. Oh yeah. Some salt. Whoa. Put that egg in there. It smells so good in here. Just gonna let these scramble up. And we're gonna dump this rice in. Add some soy sauce. All right, y'all, it's smelling really good. I'm gonna cut it off 1 minute early. Got the other side browned and looking nice. Gonna add some sugar to this. Get that sugar flavor. And we're gonna flip it one more time. So when we flipped it before, definitely softened up a little bit. It's gonna be so much more brown and nice afterwards. Probably like 6 to 10 more minutes and we're ready to eat. Put it on 6 minutes. All right guys, it's been running for 4 minutes, but it's so brown that I'm gonna have to cut it off. Going to draw some of this juice from this pan. Feast your eyes on this beautiful plate. All right, y'all, it is time to dig in. Oh yeah, this rice, I mean, I know you guys know it looks good, but you guys gotta try it for yourself, taste this stuff. That basmati rice, kinda dehydrated, adds that awesome texture. And since we cook the egg in so much flavoring, every time you get a piece of egg, it's just blasted with white pepper flavoring and green onion flavoring. It's awesome. All right, let's try one of these thighs. The thing about the NuWave is that all the chicken that you make in it is extra juicy. It's just, there's no comparison. This only took like 30 minutes to cook both of these plates. I've outdone myself, y'all. Whoa. That skin has all the flavor. I'm gonna make this more often. Chick-Fil-A sandwich, chicken adobo. It's just bringing a new life to chicken because I hate eating chicken breasts, you know? Pretty much ate all the rice first because it's so freaking good. Oh, I had my vape in the shot the whole time. Might as well hit it. We're just gonna get dirty. You guys see that color? That's flavor right there. Extra juicy, y'all. Got everything cleaned up. Super fire dinner. Leftovers. And you guys thought that was all I was having for dinner, but you guys know I'm pretty serious about this micronutrient thing. We're gonna eat these leftover veggies. Look at all that potassium, iron, calcium, vitamin A, B, and 2 scoops of protein. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let's see what I got when I plug everything in. Looks like we are, I want to say with the vegetables, it's going to be about 1900 calories. Reason being is because I didn't plug them in because they're so low calorie. But the egg fried rice kind of overshot that, 2.5 cups. Mashed potatoes, chicken thighs, and 2 scoops of protein I did plug in. You know, give or take, I overestimate on the fried rice and the mashed potatoes. These macros, they're looking pretty good to me. 155 grams of protein is more than enough for me. 52 grams of fat, and carbs, 120 grams. Pretty well balanced macros, I'd say. I'm gonna end the video here, but you guys train hard, get those micronutrients in, and there's nothing but success waiting for you guys. Just make sure you do everything right. Make sure everything that's in your control is done properly and to the optimal level. We're definitely going to see those gains. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.